it'd be a good day. Guaranteed. The day before, her husband Ned stopped her in the driveway to kiss her before he left for the weekend, and it had been the worst day in a long time. That morning, Mariel almost made it. She was a few steps into the Lakeside's parking lot when someone ruined her day. "Mariel!" A woman's voice bellowed from a white station wagon. It was Hazel, the oldest of her regulars from the bar. Mariel sighed and turned to face her. "How you doing, Hazel?" "Better than I deserve," Hazel replied. "So, where'd you go last night? You just up and vanished on us." "I was feeling sick, so I went home early." That's all Hazel needed to know. "Oh, jeez. Food poisoning?" Mariel just decided to nod. Hazel responded with a brief, exaggerated grimace. "Well, you look all right today. By the way, nice t-shirt." Mariel had to look down to remember what she was wearing. It was a Bruce Springsteen concert shirt from 16 years ago. Maybe the last time she'd been to a concert. "Thanks. Well, I should get to work." "One more thing. Your mother called me. She needs a ride home from church and wants to know if you can do it." Mariel hadn't seen her mother for more than a decade, until 2 weeks before at Floyd's burial and wake. They'd made eye contact, briefly, but still hadn't spoken to each other. "Why didn't she just call me?" Mariel asked. "She said she tried 3 times, and it rang and rang." Mariel had been to see her doctor that morning, so it's possible her mother's claim was true, but when she'd been at home, no one had called. Why can't whatever friend she's staying with just drive her? The last Mariel heard, her mother had been hopping around the guest rooms of various childhood friends since Floyd's funeral. The fact that Florence hadn't gone back home to Winona by now was unsettling. Something was up. "She specifically wanted you." Hazel looked pleased, which was a bad sign. "I've known your mom for 60 years. It's time, Mariel. At our age, none of us knows how much time we have." Mariel hated it when older people played that card, especially on behalf of other older people. In her experience, it was true of everyone, at every age. "I'll think about it." Was she really going to do this today? She noticed a yellow-bellied sapsucker in the tree above, its red-capped head darting around, no doubt planning even further destruction of her trees in its godless little mind. Then she noticed another, one branch above. Maybe they were gathering their forces and would soon descend in a cute fog of pestilence and wipe out the forests, the buildings, the people, everything. Then it would be a lot quieter around here, and she could finally have a relaxing Saturday. "Don't think too long," Hazel laughed. "Can't keep Florence Stenerud waiting." Despite not living anywhere near Bearjaw for 50 years, Mariel's mother was still widely known, somehow loved, and often feared there. It was well known that anyone who disappointed Florence in the slightest, anyone who inconvenienced her or failed to meet her expectations, would have a swarm of baseless rumors unleashed after them in retaliation. Consequently, Mariel was certain that not collecting her mother in a timely fashion from the Our Savior's Lutheran Church pancake breakfast would mean half the town would soon hear that Mariel had been badly injured in a car accident, or was trapped beneath a fallen tree, or had caught a rare incurable illness, or was getting a divorce, or some heady cocktail of the above. Mariel checked her watch. It was 10 o'clock. "How long do I have, Hazel?" "The pancake breakfast goes until 11, but she'd like to be picked up by 10:30. "Okay, I'll do it," Mariel said, surprising even herself. When thinking of how she'd eventually speak with her mother, Mariel had long imagined a tear-streaked deathbed reconciliation, followed by a few decades of regret, and that sounded fine. But maybe it was time, as Hazel said. Mariel was bound for a bad day anyway. The actual town of Bearjaw was 7 miles from